Good morning, children. How are you today? Doing fine? I'm very glad to hear that. Today it's reading and reading comprehension time. Go and get your textbook, please. Yeah, that's it. Unit 4. Are you ready? Now open on page 129. The title of today's story is Tomás Rivera. Tomás is a boy's name and Rivera is a family name. Both Tomás and Rivera are Spanish names. They are not English names. But why Spanish? That's easily said. The setting of the story, do you remember the meaning of setting? The setting is the place and the time of the story. So the setting of the story is Texas. Texas is one of the 50 American states, or should I say North American states. Do you remember? In the United States, we've got 50 states. Texas is located in the south of the United States. And Texas borders with Mexico. Borders with means it's close, next to Mexico, next to. In Mexico, people don't speak English. Only few people speak English. They speak Spanish there. So that's why you've got a Spanish boy's name and a Spanish family name. Ready to start? Ready, steady, go. Let's turn the page. Tomás Rivera was born in Texas. Tomás and his family went from place to place picking crops. Can you see the lush crops here? What is the meaning of crop? A crop is food that a farmer grows. Vegetables, mainly tomatoes, potatoes, corn, wheat. Do you remember all these words from last week's story? Where does food come from? So, farmers, can you see the farmers here in the fields? Grow crops and then pick them up. They pick them up. They harvest crops. Can you see the pickup truck, the red one here on the road? It's full. It is loaded with cases. The cases are filled with crops. Let's turn the page. Tomás helped pick crops all day. It was a lot of work. When the work was done, Tomás would talk with his grandpa. Can you see little Tomás here on the right? And can you see his grandpa here on the left? What are they doing? They are picking crops. By the look of them, I think it's tomatoes, huh? Yeah, I think so. They are working. Come quick, Grandpa called. It's time for stories. Oh, the sun has set. Can you see little Tomás's grandpa sipping coffee and sitting on a case? They are resting now because the day is done. The day's work is done. So it's time for stories. Wow, I like stories. Oh, you tell the best stories, Thomas said. I wish I could tell great stories too. So, as I said, it's no longer daylight, it's evening, it's dark, and the children, Thomas and his friends, are listening to Grandpa telling stories. Wow, in the moonlight. Can you spot the moon there? Great means big, great stories. And not just big, it means fascinating, interesting. The next day, Grandpa said, "We can get lots of stories for you, Thomas." "When?" asked Thomas. "Oh, this is Grandpa?" Hmm? Since Thomas is so interested in stories, Grandpa has an idea. He will take little Thomas somewhere. Where? Let's find out. Quick, hop in, Grandpa said with a wink. "I will show you." Grandpa drove the truck up the road. Hmm. So Grandpa will take Thomas to a place filled with books. Hmm? The meaning of wink is close and open your eye, one eye, quickly. Drove is the past of drive. The story is told in the past, not in the present, because it happened in the past, not now in the present. So drove is the past of drive. We cannot say drived, because drive is a strong verb. The past of drive is drove. "This is a library," said Grandpa. "Look at all the books," gasped Thomas. Wow, so they are no longer in the fields now. Grandpa and Thomas are in a library. A library is a wonderful place. As a child, and even now, I used to love going to libraries. I used to get lost inside. Don't mix a library with bookshop. A library is a place we can go to and borrow books, which means we can have books to read for some time, but then we are supposed to take the books back. Whereas a bookshop is a place we go to buy books. Buy books. We don't have to take them back after we've finished reading. The meaning of gasped, which is the past of gasp, is this. Listen. This is the sound of a gasp. Let's turn the page. Read all you can, Thomas. It will help you think of lots of stories, said Grandpa. So, what is Grandpa suggesting? He is suggesting that Thomas read a lot of books. Why? Not just for fun. Yeah, books can be fun. They also give us knowledge. But also, they give us ideas. The best writers, writer means a person who writes books. The best writers have become so by reading lots and lots of books. So if you want to become a writer, first you've got to read other people's stories, and lots of them. It will open up your minds. There were lots of books for Thomas to read. Some were funny and made him laugh. He read about boats, trains, and cars. He dreamed of space. Soon Thomas was thinking of his own stories. Can you see Thomas sitting at a table at a desk in the library reading stories? He had no money to buy books, but still he could go to a library, and that's exactly what he did. Hmm? He read about boats, trains, and cars. Read is the past of read. Hmm? We write it in the same way as read, but we say read when it's in the past. By the way, if it were in the present, we should say reads. We should need an S, but we don't need an S in the past. He read about boats, trains, and cars. He dreamed, not dreams, because we are talking in the past. Let's turn the page. Thomas began telling his stories. Then he wrote them on paper. Can you see Thomas and his family? They are enjoying a picnic in the open. Thomas is sitting on a case and he is reading from a paper sheet. He is reading his own stories. He has started writing stories, and everybody's so captured, interested in what he's telling. When he was a grown-up, Thomas got a job as a teacher. He still wrote stories. Now, Thomas is no longer a child. He is a grown-up. Can you see the word here? Grown-up. Grown-up is the opposite of child. Your parents and I are grown-ups, but you are not grown-ups. You will be. Eventually, you will be. Now you are children. Enjoy that. So, Thomas is a teacher and he is reading out loud. He is reading stories, his own stories and other people's stories to his pupils. Wrote is the past of write. Wrote. Write is a strong verb. We cannot say he writed in the past. No, that's wrong. We must say he wrote. Wrote is the past. Writes is the present. Tomás Rivera's stories tell about people picking crops, just as his family did. Lots of people read his books. So, can you see Tomás here? What's he doing? What is that machine? That is a typewriter. In the old days, in the past, there were no laptops, no computers. There were no keyboards. People would type on typewriters, not on keyboards. So, as a grown-up, I said, Thomas became a writer. He wrote his own stories, remembering his own life, his own lifetime, with his grandpa in the fields picking crops. And that's what he wrote about. And people enjoyed reading his stories. Now his name is on a big library. Many people go to the library. They get books, just as Thomas did. This is a new library. And if you look carefully, you'll be able to read Tomás Rivera Library. Why is the library bearing Thomas's name because Thomas became popular. He became famous. Mm? And so a library was dedicated to him, was built in his name. That's it. Mm? That's Tomas Ribera's library. End of the story. Did you enjoy it? I did.